You already know who it is. You already know what to do, it's your boy. Anyways, Tazai. Anyways. Vision Quest cast. Alright, I watched Vision Quest, and it was sublime. Oh, man. Again, as it should be, we got a top 12 breach. All time. I gotta put it top 10. Because it's a romance and drama. It's wrestling, which is not my sport, but it's still very, very interesting. It was super fun. Oh my, what a movie. Man, oh man. Linda Forinetto. Linda Forinetto was bad. Oh my, she was fine as Duff. She had this mature voice, and she was, Linda Forinetto. She could act. She was attractive. That's all I need to say. Anyways, Matthew Modine did a good job. Kutch was like the villain guy. Was Michael Schofielding, feeling, and then that's pretty much it. Forrest Whitaker was in here. Harold Sylvester was this teacher dude. Who's the guy with the mohawk? Shoot was Frank Jasper. The coach was Charles Halana. Anyways, Linda Forinetto and Matthew Modine. Oh my, this movie was like, I'm watching this because Kurt Angle, the famous pro wrestler and Olympic gold medalist, who won with the stinking freaking broken neck, was talking about this movie when he was like when kind of interviewed on this YouTube channel called Dr. Hightower. He's like a world-class chiropractor and like muscle massager. Like he works muscles to like alleviate stress and stuff like that. Anyways, he's like some guru. Anyways, he said Vision Quest, and I had like a bunch of list of movies I was gonna watch, and I was like, all right. So I finished all the movies of like that I'm interested in of like the modern era, and I just finished up Divergent and all the YAs. So I'm like, all right, what do I watch now? There's nothing really to watch. I kind of watch all the subjects I'm like, all the genres I'm interested in. I kind of watched, and a lot of older stuff I watched. Planet of the Apes was great. It's like books. There's not enough books. There's not enough movies. There's enough podcasts, I would say, but there could be more. There could always be more. But anyways, I was like, so I watched it, and it's Vision Quest. I think it's 1973. Oh man, this was one of the greatest movies ever for me personally, because it was a romance movie. It was like this sports drama movie. The music was hitting like stinking Smallville. It was just, the score was great. The music was great. The characters, it's not like you didn't have, it wasn't this like given lovey-dovey story. It's something you have to fight for. And even then, it didn't end in your typical, it wasn't corny. I had to look up the screenwriter, because that screenwriter was nice with it. Like if there, like he had like 2 marriages or whatever. If I found out the dude was like bi or something, I don't know. There's just, I don't know. Maybe not biased, a little too much prejudice, but I don't know. It feels like the writer was bi. There's some of the lines he said, like you need like the I don't know. You need that point of view from a different perspective, like to really be able to dig. Cause it was like I think the line was like she was like, what, you're a young boy and you think a stiff dick is all that could satiate me? See, formation snap. Oh, it was something like that. I was like, sizzle the boy. Let me see. What's the movie I'm reviewing? Vision Quest screenwriter. Come on. It's Darryl Ponicsan. Darryl Ponicsan. Darryl Ponicsan was the writer and then director. Vision Quest director was Harold Becker. They both did a good job. They're both like, like well known and have solid careers. But oh man, this movie was special. Just like a Juno. This is one of the best scripts I think I've ever just like seen. I read scripts by watching movies. You can read scripts, but the dialogue is the script. So this is one of the best scripts I've ever like read or listened to. I'm gonna say listened to because it's like listened to easily. It's not Juno because Juno's too strong, but this one was really really good. And that's why I don't like looking at ratings. They said this was like a 6.8. Well, like every beat in this movie made sense, and like it had the right chemistry with the characters, but it also made sense. Like there's movies that like try and do too much. Like there's this movie, it was called like Fall. It recently came out in like the 2022 or 2023, but it was a really good movie. And it had a few scenes that did flashbacks that really worked. And I feel like there's movies now that like try and do all this exotic bougie stuff, or not this exotic stuff that doesn't really make sense and it doesn't add to the story. Or even there's some directors now who are just too textbook, I feel like this was like a textbook kind of like sequential kind of like whatever it's called when it goes in order. When the time goes in order and it's not like I forgot what it is, like whoever, just look it up or whatever. It was like I forgot the word, but anyways, it was good. Like I feel like this movie, like in scenes, like when they went to go visit the grandpa, it felt like a flashback type of scene, but it was something that was current, It had the same vibe and effect of like a flashback scene, It was getting away from the plot and the scenery and just, it's taking a break from the story, It's like this kind of side quest that actually adds on to the story later on. My phone.